Imagine for a moment how your life could change if you stopped worrying and started simply giving thanks. It sounds so simple, but this shift in mindset could be the key to unlocking all the good you're waiting for. You may have spent years trying to control everything, trying to make things happen by force, but the universe works differently. It responds not to your push, but to your flow. When you choose gratitude, the doors to abundance, peace, and love begin to open wide. When you choose to be grateful, you aren't ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, you are focusing on what's working, no matter how small it may seem. This simple act of noticing the good can shift your energy, and once your energy shifts, the universe responds. Gratitude is not just a nice idea. It's a powerful tool that transforms your life in ways you can't imagine. And once you understand this, you'll see that abundance isn't something you have to chase. It's something you simply need to invite in by being open to it. Let's take a moment to consider what happens when we don't practice gratitude. Think about the times when you felt stuck in a situation, overwhelmed by the challenges in front of you. What's the first thing that happens? You begin to focus on the negative. You start thinking about all the things that aren't working, all the things you wish you could change. It's easy to get caught in the trap of believing that if you just try harder, push more, or complain enough, things will change. But here's the thing. When you stay focused on what's wrong, you block the flow of good things that are trying to come your way. Worry, frustration, and negative thoughts create a barrier. You can't see the opportunities because your mind is clouded with fear and doubt. And in that state, it's hard to feel anything other than stuck. On the other hand, when you choose gratitude, everything changes. Gratitude clears the fog. It makes space in your life for good things to come in. When you begin to focus on the things you're thankful for, your perspective shifts. Instead of seeing obstacles, you start seeing solutions. Instead of feeling weighed down by your problems, you feel lighter, more hopeful, and open. When you make the conscious decision to give thanks, you send out a signal to the universe that you are open to receiving more. And that's when the magic happens. It's not about ignoring the challenges. It's about choosing to focus on the blessings that are already there, no matter how small they may seem. It's about shifting from a mindset of scarcity and lack to one of abundance and possibility. And once you make that shift, the universe will respond in ways that you never imagined. What you focus on grows. If you focus on the good will grow. Gratitude is more than just a feel-good practice. It's a way of being that aligns you with the flow of life. The universe is always working in your favor, but it can only deliver when you are in a state of openness. When you are focused on what's wrong, you close yourself off from receiving what is right. But when you embrace gratitude, you open yourself up to all the possibilities that are waiting for you. Here's the key. The universe doesn't respond to force. It responds to energy. And the energy you send out is determined by your thoughts, feelings, and actions. If you're constantly focused on what's missing or wrong, you're sending out a vibration of lack and limitation. But if you shift your focus to gratitude, you send out a vibration of abundance, and the universe can only respond to the energy you put out. Gratitude is the easiest way to change your energy and your vibration. It's a powerful tool that instantly raises your frequency. When you are thankful, you align yourself with the natural flow of life. The more you practice gratitude, the more you start to notice that things begin to fall into place. Opportunities appear, people show up, the right circumstances unfold. And it all starts with a simple shift in perspective. This is why gratitude is the key to unlocking abundance. It's not about doing more, trying harder, or forcing things to happen. It's about being open, being receptive, and trusting that the universe will bring you what you need when you are ready to receive it. The moment you embrace gratitude, you stop fighting against the flow of life. You stop pushing, and instead you start allowing. And in that space of allowing, miracles begin to happen. The flow of abundance is always there, just waiting for you to tap into it. But in order to access it, you need to align yourself with the energy of abundance. Gratitude is the key to doing that. It's the tool that shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already present. And when you do that, you start to see that abundance is already flowing to you in ways you might not have noticed before. It's important to remember that gratitude is not just about saying thank you. It's about truly feeling it in your heart. It's about being present to the goodness that already exists in your life. When you are truly grateful, you acknowledge the gifts that are already around you, and you make space for even more to come in. The more you practice gratitude, the more you begin to see how it shifts your energy. You begin to notice the small blessings, the moments of grace, the little things that make life beautiful. And as you do, you start to notice that the bigger blessings begin to appear as well. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the flow of abundance. It opens the door to everything you've been waiting for. And once that door is open, there's no limit to what can come your way. Gratitude is not only a thought, it is a space inside you, and this is one of the most important truths to understand. What you are able to receive in life often depends on how open you feel inside. When your mind is tight with worry, when your chest feels heavy with stress, when your thoughts run in circles asking, "What if it doesn't work out?" there isn't much room left for anything new to enter. Even if something good is trying to reach you, you may not notice it, or you may doubt it, or you may push it away without meaning to, not because you don't deserve it, but because your inner space is full. Gratitude creates space by changing the way you hold life. It softens the grip, it loosens the pressure, it gently opens the door of your mind. And when that door opens, your whole life begins to feel different. You start to breathe deeper. You stop fighting the moment so much. You stop needing everything to be perfect before you can feel okay. Gratitude teaches your heart to stay open even when life is still in progress, even when the answers are not here yet, even when the timing feels slow. It says, "I can still find something good right now." And that choice is powerful. Think about how it feels when you are grateful, even for a small thing. Maybe it's a quiet moment. Maybe it's a warm drink. Maybe it's one kind message. Maybe it's simply the fact that you are still here, still trying, still breathing. The moment you focus on that, your body responds, your shoulders relax a little, your jaw unclenches, your thoughts slow down. The world does not suddenly become perfect, but you become more steady inside it. And that steadiness is not small. That steadiness is the place where abundance can land. Because abundance is not only about money or big wins. Abundance is also peace. It is support. It is good ideas arriving at the right moment. It is meeting the right person at the right time. It is feeling guided. It is doors opening. It is solutions showing up after you thought there were none. And these things often arrive when you are open enough to notice them and calm enough to accept them. Gratitude is like turning on a light in a room that has been dark. The furniture was always there, but you couldn't see it. The door was always there, but you couldn't find the handle. The path was always there, but you couldn't see where it started. When you turn on that light, you begin to see what you already have, what is already working, what is already possible. You begin to see the help that has been around you all along, and when you see it, you feel safer. When you feel safer, you stop holding your life so tightly, and when you stop holding so tightly, life has room to move. This is why gratitude is not pretending. It is not lying to yourself. It is not forcing a smile while you are hurting. Gratitude is simply choosing a better place to stand while you walk through life. You can be honest about what hurts and still be thankful for what heals you. You can be honest about what you want and still be grateful for what you already have. You can be honest about what is missing and still notice what is present. Gratitude does not erase reality. It changes your relationship with reality. And here is something that matters. Gratitude does not only change your mood, it changes your attention. It trains your mind to look for what is good. And your attention is a powerful tool, because what you focus on grows in your experience. If you focus all day on what you fear, your mind collects proof of fear. If you focus all day on what is missing, your mind collects proof of lack. But if you focus on what is good, your mind collects proof of support. It collects proof that life is still offering you something. It collects proof that you are not alone, and that proof becomes a new foundation in you. This is why the simple idea, gratitude is an open hand, is so true. A clenched fist cannot receive. A tense heart cannot easily accept help. A mind crowded with worry cannot hear quiet guidance. Gratitude opens the hand. It opens the heart. It opens the mind. And in that opening, new things can enter, not because you force them, but because you finally made room. So when you feel stuck, one of the strongest questions you can ask is not, how do I fix everything right now? But where can I find gratitude right now? It might feel too simple, but simple does not mean weak. Simple means clear, and clear is powerful. Gratitude clears you. It brings you back to the present. It tells your nervous system, we are safe enough to breathe. And when you can breathe, you can receive. Even the smallest gratitude can be a turning point, because it is not about the size of the thing you are grateful for. It is about the direction you turn your heart. A small thank you can be the first step out of despair. A small I'm grateful for this moment can loosen a knot that has been stuck in your chest for weeks. A small I have something good in my life today can help your mind stop spiraling. This is how gratitude creates space. It doesn't demand that life be perfect. It simply makes room for life to be kind. One reason people give up on gratitude is because they think they have to feel amazing to do it. They think gratitude means you must be happy, positive, and smiling all the time. But real gratitude is not like that. Real gratitude is something you can practice even when you are tired, confused, or hurting, especially then, because those are the moments when your heart needs support the most. If life feels hard right now, it is okay to admit that. You do not have to cover it up. You do not have to pretend that you are fine when you are not. You can say, this is heavy. You can say, this is not what I wanted. You can say, I'm struggling. That honesty is not failure. It is strength. And gratitude does not ask you to deny your struggle. It simply asks you not to let your struggle become the only thing you see. Starting gratitude in hard times is about going small, not fake, not forced, just small and true. Because when your heart is tired, big statements can feel far away, but small truths are reachable. You can always find one small thing that is true, one small thing that is still good, one small thing that is still helping you. Even if it is only this, you made it through the day. You are here. You are reading these words. You are still breathing. Sometimes gratitude begins with the basics. Not because the basics are all you want, but because the basics are steady when everything else feels shaky. You can be grateful for a bed, for clean water, for a meal, for a quiet corner, for the fact that your body is still trying to heal you, for the fact that your heart still hopes, for the fact that you still care, for the fact that you still want better. That desire for better is not nothing. It is a sign of life. When life feels hard, gratitude can also be very practical. It can be gratitude for one small step you took, one phone call you made, one task you finished, one boundary you held, one moment you didn't give up. Many people wait to feel grateful only when a big goal arrives, but your life is built from small moments. If you can train your mind to see the good in small moments, you build a steady kind of strength. You build the kind of energy that can carry you through change. And here's another truth. Gratitude does not mean you won't feel sadness, anger, or fear. It means those feelings won't own your whole day. Gratitude gives your mind another place to rest. It gives your heart a softer room inside the same house. You can feel pain and still feel thankful for support. You can feel disappointed and still feel thankful for lessons. You can feel uncertain and still feel thankful for guidance you cannot see yet. Gratitude doesn't erase your feelings. It balances them. If your mind says, "I have nothing to be grateful for," that is often a sign of exhaustion, not reality. Exhaustion narrows the mind. It makes your world feel smaller. It makes it hard to remember past victories. It makes it hard to imagine future hope. In those moments, don't argue with yourself. Don't shame yourself. Just give yourself one simple question. What is one small thing that didn't hurt today? Because even that can be a start. Maybe it was a quiet minute. Maybe it was a smile from a stranger. Maybe it was a song that helped you. Maybe it was the way the air felt on your skin. These small things matter more than you think. They are proof that life is still touching you gently. Another simple way to begin is to thank the moment you are in, even if it's not perfect. You can say, "Thank you for this breath." That's it. One breath, then another. This is not just words. It is a signal to your body. It tells your nervous system to slow down. It tells your heart to soften. And when your body softens, your mind becomes clearer. When your mind becomes clearer, you make better choices. When you make better choices, life begins to shift. You can also practice gratitude by noticing support, even if it's not in the exact form you wanted. Sometimes support is not the big miracle you imagined. Sometimes it is a small strength in you that keeps going. Sometimes it is a lesson that helps you stop repeating pain. Sometimes it is a delay that saves you from something you can't see yet. Sometimes it is a closed door that protects your peace. If you can start seeing support in these forms, you stop feeling like life is against you. You start feeling like life is shaping you. And remember this, gratitude is not something you have to wait to feel. It is something you choose to practice. You don't wait for gratitude to arrive like a mood. You practice it like a skill, the same way a seed is watered daily, the same way a body grows stronger with small, consistent effort. Gratitude grows when you return to it again and again, and at first it might feel small, but with time it becomes natural. It becomes the way you see. So if you're starting from a hard place, do not demand perfection from your gratitude. Do not say, "I must feel amazing today." Just start with what is true. Start with what is small. Start with what is right in front of you. Even one honest thank you can be the beginning of a new life. There is a reason certain words feel calming when you say them slowly. Words are not only sounds. Words carry meaning, and meaning changes how you feel. When you repeat a kind, steady truth to yourself, your body begins to believe it. Your mind begins to relax. Your heart begins to open. This is why affirmations are so powerful when they are simple, honest, and repeated with feeling. Gratitude affirmations work best when they are not rushed. They work best when you allow them to land, when you let the words sink beneath the surface. Because the goal is not to say a phrase and force yourself to feel something. The goal is to speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love, softly, patiently, kindly, with steadiness, with respect. So take a moment to pause your mind, not to fight it, not to silence it with pressure, just to pause. If it feels comfortable, place your hand on your heart. This is a simple act, but it sends a message to your body. I am here with you. Your heart understands this language. Your nervous system understands it. A hand on the heart is like a gentle anchor. It brings you back to your body. It brings you back to now. Now begin with a gratitude that is easy to believe. That matters. If your mind doesn't believe the words, it will argue and the practice will feel stressful. So choose words that feel true enough. You can start with something like, I am grateful for this breath. There is no need to make it bigger. Your breath is real. Your breath is present. Your breath is life moving through you. This is already a gift. Then you can say, I am grateful for the support that already exists in my life. Support might be big or small, it might be visible or quiet, it might be a person, a place, a habit, or a new strength in you. Let the word support be wide. Let it include everything that helps you, even a little. Then you can say, I am grateful for the good that is finding its way to me. This one is powerful because it points your heart forward without panic. It helps you feel hopeful without pressure. It helps you trust without forcing answers. It says, good is coming and I am open. Gratitude affirmations also help you stop living in the habit of not enough. Many people don't even realize how often they think from lack. They wake up and think, I didn't sleep enough. They look in the mirror and think, I'm not good enough. They check their life and think, I don't have enough. And over time, this becomes a normal way of thinking. But what feels normal is not always what is healthy. Gratitude interrupts that pattern. It gently trains your mind to see enough again, not in a way that makes you settle for less, but in a way that stops you from suffering while you grow. So you can add affirmations like, I am grateful for what I have and I am open to more. This line is important because it holds two truths at once. It lets you appreciate your present without closing your future. It allows you to expand without feeling desperate. You can also say, thank you for the lessons that made me stronger. This doesn't mean you loved the pain. It means you honor what you learned. It means you stop wasting your past by only resenting it. It means you take your power back from it. And if your life feels uncertain, you can say, thank you for guiding me even when I cannot see the whole path. This is not blind hope. It is a calm choice. It says, I may not know everything, but I trust there is wisdom moving through my life. If you want to connect gratitude directly to abundance, keep the words simple and clear. You can say, I am grateful and I am ready to receive, or thank you for the good that is on its way, or I welcome abundance with an open heart. When you say these words slowly, your body starts to respond. It starts to soften into receiving. Because receiving is not only an action, it is a state. Many people want abundance, but their body is braced for disappointment. Their mind is trained to expect loss. Their heart is trained to protect itself. So even when good appears, they can't relax into it. Gratitude helps retrain that. It tells your body, it is safe to receive. It tells your mind, good is allowed. It tells your heart, you do not have to block blessings to stay protected. If you notice resistance when you say an affirmation, that's okay. Resistance is not a sign that you should stop. It's a sign that you found an old belief, an old fear, an old habit. Don't fight it. Just soften the words until they feel believable. Instead of everything is perfect, you can say, something good is still here. Instead of I have it all, you can say, I have enough to take the next step. Instead of life is easy, you can say, I am supported today. The practice works when the words feel true enough to enter your system. And here is a simple way to deepen it. After each gratitude line, take one slow breath. Let the breath be the space where the words settle. For example, I am grateful for this breath. Then breathe. I am grateful for the love that still exists in my life. Then breathe. I am grateful for the strength that brought me this far. Then breathe. This pacing is important. It turns the practice into a felt experience, not just a mental one. As you practice, you may notice something. Gratitude makes you gentler with yourself. It makes you less harsh, less rushed, less angry at the timing of your life. It helps you stop treating your journey like a problem that must be fixed. It helps you treat it like a path that is unfolding. Gratitude brings dignity back to your life. It reminds you that even while you are becoming, you are still worthy of peace. So return to a few simple lines you can say every day, even on the days you don't feel strong. Keep them short, keep them kind, keep them steady. Let gratitude be your daily language, because the universe responds to an open heart, and gratitude is one of the clearest ways to open it. Close your eyes for a moment if that feels safe and comfortable. If not, simply soften your focus and take a slow breath. Let the breath be gentle, not forced. Let it be a sign to your body that it can relax. Now imagine something simple. Your hands are open in front of you, palms facing up. There is nothing you need to hold right now, nothing to prove, nothing to control, just open hands. Open hands are a message. They say, I am ready to receive. They say, I trust life enough to stop gripping so tightly. They say, I don't have to fight the flow. Now notice how your body feels when your hands are open. Your shoulders soften a little. Your chest has more space. Your jaw relaxes. Even your thoughts begin to slow down. This is not magic in a dramatic way. It is a simple change in your state, and your state is powerful. When you are open, you become available for good. When you are tense, you may miss what is already trying to reach you. Now imagine that you are carrying a heavy bag. This bag represents worry. It represents the need to control. It represents the habit of thinking, what if it doesn't work out? Or, I must figure everything out right now. Feel the weight of that bag for a moment, not to punish yourself, but to notice what you've been carrying. Many people carry this weight for years. They think it keeps them safe. They think constant worry will prevent pain. But worry does not protect you. It only drains you. It steals your peace before anything even happens. Now imagine setting that heavy bag down. Just set it down. You don't have to destroy it. You don't have to fight it. You simply place it on the ground and step back. And when you step back, you feel something shift inside you. You realize that you can breathe without carrying everything. You realize you can exist without holding the whole world on your shoulders. You realize you can trust even if you don't have all the answers. Now bring your attention back to your open hands. Imagine a warm light gently filling your palms. This light represents gratitude, not forced gratitude, not fake gratitude, real gratitude, simple, honest, present. The kind of gratitude that says, I am thankful for what is good today. The kind that says, I see the support that exists. The kind that says, I am open to more good. As this light fills your palms, notice how your heart begins to soften. Gratitude does that. It softens the inner walls. It melts the tightness. It makes you kinder to yourself. Now let that warm light spread gently from your hands to your chest. Let it settle around your heart. Imagine it as a calm warmth, like comfort, like safety, like a quiet yes inside you. This is important. Receiving is not only about what arrives. Receiving is about whether your body can accept what arrives. Many people want abundance, but they are braced for disappointment. They are waiting for life to fail them. They are used to holding their breath. But abundance feels safest in a calm body. Gratitude helps you become calm enough to receive. Now, without strain, imagine that life is already moving good things toward you. Not because you begged, not because you chased, not because you forced, simply because you are open, simply because you are aligned with gratitude. And notice how it feels to not demand the details. Notice how it feels to trust without pushing. There is a quiet strength in that. There is relief in that. There is space in that. If your mind tries to argue, that's okay. Minds do that. Just return to one simple line said gently inside. Thank you. You don't even have to attach it to anything at first. Just thank you. Let it be like a soft bell that brings you back to the present. Let it be the sound of your heart opening again. Now add one more simple truth. I am ready to receive good. Say it slowly inside your mind like a calm promise. I am ready to receive good. Not with pressure, not as a demand, as an openness, as a willingness. Because willingness is powerful. A willing heart becomes a doorway. And before you move on, take one slow breath and notice what changed, even slightly. Maybe your body feels softer. Maybe your thoughts feel less loud. Maybe you feel a little more hope. That's enough. This practice is not about big fireworks. It's about small shifts that create real change over time. Each time you open your hands and your mind, you remind your whole system, I don't have to grip my life so tightly to be safe. And that reminder is the beginning of abundance. The universe responds to what you are holding inside you, not just to what you say you want, not just to the words you repeat. It responds to your state, your energy, your signal, and your signal is made from your focus, your feelings, and the way you move through your day. If your focus is always on what is missing, your signal becomes lack. If your focus is always on what might go wrong, your signal becomes fear. If your focus is always on what should be different, your signal becomes frustration. And when you live in those signals, you don't just feel bad, you also train your mind to see more proof of that signal everywhere. You start noticing problems more than possibilities. You start noticing delays more than small progress. You start noticing what you don't have more than what you do have. Gratitude changes the signal because it changes your focus. It shifts you from, I don't have enough, to something good exists right now. It shifts you from, I'm behind, to I'm still moving. It shifts you from nothing is working to some things are working. And those shifts matter because your mind becomes a magnet for what it notices most. This doesn't mean gratitude is a trick to control life. It is not a way to fake your feelings so you can get stuff. Gratitude is a way to align with peace so you can receive what is already trying to reach you. It is a way to stop blocking your own blessings with constant tension. It is a way to become more open, more steady, more clear. Think of it like this. When you are grateful, you act differently. You speak differently. You make choices from calm instead of panic. You become kinder to yourself. You become more patient with timing. You become more open to help. And because of that, your life begins to change in very real ways. You notice opportunities you would have missed. You respond instead of reacting. You build better habits. You treat people with more warmth. You stop pushing away good things because you don't feel worthy. You start saying yes to support. You start showing up with confidence that doesn't need to shout. Gratitude also changes your relationship with waiting. Waiting feels painful when you think it means you're being ignored. Waiting feels easier when you believe good is still moving towards you. Gratitude helps you hold the space while life arranges what you cannot see yet. It gives you a calm center while the outside is still forming. And the most important part is this: gratitude does not only attract more, it helps you enjoy what you already have. Because abundance is not only the arrival of something new, abundance is also the ability to feel satisfied, supported, and safe in the present. If you cannot feel grateful now, it will be hard to feel satisfied later, no matter how much you get. Gratitude teaches your heart how to receive joy without fear. It teaches your mind how to rest. So when you practice gratitude, you are not begging life to change. You are changing the way you meet life. And that changes everything. You become the kind of person who can hold abundance with steadiness. You become the kind of person who can receive without guilt. You become the kind of person who trusts that good is allowed. If you want a simple way to remember this, hold this truth. When gratitude rises, peace rises. When peace rises, clarity rises. When clarity rises, better choices rise. And better choices create better outcomes. Gratitude is not just a feeling. It is a direction. It is a path. And the path leads toward abundance because it leads you toward alignment. The best gratitude practice is the one you can actually do, not the one that sounds perfect, not the one that requires a special mood, the one that fits into real life, because consistency matters more than intensity. Small gratitude practice daily becomes a strong foundation. It changes your thinking, it changes your energy, it changes your results. Start with morning. The morning sets your tone. It is like choosing what music will play in your mind all day. If you wake up and immediately think, I have so much to do, or I don't want to face today, your body enters stress before the day even begins. But if you wake up and take even 1 minute to practice gratitude, you change your starting point. You begin from openness instead of pressure. In the morning, name 3 simple things you are thankful for. Keep them real. Keep them easy. You can say them in your mind or out loud. You can say, thank you for this breath. Thank you for this bed. Thank you for this new day. Or thank you for my body trying for me. Thank you for the people who care about me. Thank you for the chance to start again. There is no right list. The power is in the sincerity. Then add 1 line that connects gratitude to receiving. Thank you for the good that is coming to me today. This line is not pressure. It is openness. It tells your mind to look for good. And when you look for good, you notice more of it. Now during the day, create 1 small thank you pause. It can take 5 seconds. It can happen while you are walking, washing your hands, waiting in line, or drinking water. In that pause, you simply return to gratitude. You say, thank you for this moment, or thank you for the support that is here, or thank you for helping me. This pause is like cleaning a window. It clears the fog. It brings you back. This matters because the day can pull you into stress without warning. 1 message, 1 problem, 1 unexpected delay, 1 difficult conversation, and suddenly you are tense again, back in control mode, back in fear, back in lack. The thank you pause interrupts that. It reminds you your peace is still available, your calm is still an option, your heart can still stay open. Now, at night, end your day with a gentle gratitude check-in. Not a long one, a simple one. Name one good thing from the day. It could be small. It could be that you got through something difficult. It could be one kind moment. It could be one thing you learned. Then name one lesson you are thankful for, even if the lesson came through discomfort. This helps you stop carrying the day as a burden. It helps you turn it into growth. And then name one thing you want to welcome tomorrow in a calm way. Something like, thank you for restful sleep. Thank you for clear guidance. Thank you for peaceful progress. Thank you for support. You are not demanding. You are opening. If you want to make this practice even stronger, add one more habit: gratitude in the middle of wanting. This is where most people struggle. They want something, and the wanting becomes tension. They want more money, and they worry about money all day. They want love, and they feel lonely all day. They want success, and they feel not good enough all day. But what if wanting could be soft? What if wanting could be paired with gratitude? When you want something, try this simple pattern: gratitude for what is and openness for what is coming. You can say, thank you for what I have right now, and thank you for what is on its way. This keeps you from denying your desire, and it also keeps you from suffering inside the desire. It teaches your mind that you can want more without living in lack. And when fear appears, use gratitude as a grounding tool. Not a way to shut down your feelings, but a way to steady yourself. You can say, thank you for this breath. Thank you for this moment. Thank you that I can take the next step. Fear often pulls you into the future. Gratitude brings you back to now, and the present is where your power is. If you do this daily, morning thanks, 1, thank you pause, night gratitude, you will begin to notice changes, not always instantly, but steadily. You may feel calmer. You may react less. You may sleep better. You may become more hopeful. You may begin to see solutions more clearly. You may feel more supported. And when you feel supported, you make better choices. When you make better choices, your life shifts. This is how abundance builds. It builds through alignment, not strain. Let gratitude become your normal language. Let it become the way you return to yourself. Let it become the way you meet the world, because the more grateful you become, the more open you become. And open hearts receive more, not because they earned it through pain, but because they stopped blocking it through fear. Gratitude is not a small thing. It is a doorway. It is a way of saying yes to life, even while life is still unfolding. It is a way of choosing peace without waiting for perfect conditions. It is a way of opening your hands so you can finally receive what you've been trying so hard to force. The universe loves gratitude because gratitude is open. Gratitude says, I see the good. Gratitude says, I trust there is more. Gratitude says, I am willing. And willingness changes everything. It softens your body. It calms your mind. It clears your vision. It helps you notice support. It helps you accept help. It helps you hold your desires with less fear and more faith. You don't have to wait for a big miracle to be grateful. You can begin with the smallest truth. You can begin with this breath. You can begin with this moment. You can begin with the strength that brought you this far. And each time you choose gratitude, you become more aligned with abundance. Not only abundance in things, but abundance in peace, clarity, love, and trust. So keep it simple. Open your hands inside your mind. Set down the weight of worry when you can. Return to thank you when your thoughts get loud. Practice gratitude in the morning, in the middle of the day, and at night. Let gratitude be the steady place you return to again and again. And remember this, you are not asking life to love you. You are allowing yourself to feel the love that is already here. You are not chasing abundance. You are becoming open enough to receive it. You are not forcing the flow. You are stepping into it with a soft heart, a calm mind, and a grateful spirit.